Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Santos National Football Stadium once again to come together to talk about the NRL franchise here in PNG. I'd like to start by acknowledging some special guests that are here with us today. Need very little introduction to us all. The Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, the Honourable James Marape. Thank you, Prime Minister, for making yourself available today. Apology for the Minister of Sport and Porter, who sent his apologies. The Australian High Commissioner representing the Australian Government, His Excellency Ewan McDonald. Thank you, High Commissioner. We have also two board members, which is the first time our newly appointed board members since they were announced and since our first board meeting. This is our first official engagement. So representing Ray Dibb, the Chair, and the entire board, we have Lorna McPherson, who joins us up front, who's also been instrumental in her role with Digicel setting up this whole campaign. So welcome, Lorna. And Lorna is joined by our very own Stan Joyce, who's also on our board. So welcome to both of our directors. Of course, I'm also joined by a number of CEOs in the Rugby League family. The CEO of the Rugby Football League, Mr. Stan Montana. Welcome, Stan. And the CEO of the PNG Scott Parker. Can I acknowledge both CEOs? We talk about a one-house philosophy. We talk about we're all joined together. And it's great that both Stan and Scott can continue to share in this experience. There are a number of leaders in the community, business and sport who are also here. You're all very welcome, and can I express our appreciation of your continued support. It was about 5 weeks ago we were in this very room with Minister Conroy from the Australian Government, Minister for the Pacific. Of course, he was joined by the Commission Chairman, Mr. Peter V'landys, fellow Commissioners Peter Beattie and Wayne Pearce, and the National Rugby League CEO, Andrew Abdo. They were here, of course, to announce our inaugural board, which has since met for the first time. But equally importantly, they were here to have a look at the infrastructure, the existing stadia, the existing hotels, and for them to have a look at the various sites that we're planning on building our own infrastructure. I'm very pleased to report that on their way out that afternoon, they turned to both the Prime Minister and myself and gave us the thumbs up. They were very impressed with the infrastructure that's already here, and they were excited about what PNG can build as we head towards 2028. Since then, our expression of interest has gone out and is now closed for our High Performance Centre, the Centre of Excellence. We've been inundated with interested companies that wish to partner with us around the design and the construction. And with our various stakeholders, we're currently working through those submissions. And I'll be in a position to update everyone on next steps regarding our Centre of Excellence in coming weeks. This week we'll also send out an expression of interest for the Player Village, where our players and our staff will ultimately live. And we're starting to head towards now building the framework of what will be a very successful franchise here with the existing framework and the existing infrastructure that we've already got. There's lots to do. It's an incredibly exciting time to be part of Rugby League, and it's an incredibly exciting time to be part of PNG, as we know, with such a significant milestone coming up in a number of weeks. On the 12th of December, the franchise was announced. We were no longer a dream, we became a reality. We've been doing lots of work behind the scenes, but today we're actually putting our hand up and asking for help. We need help to give this franchise a name. Today, hopefully, is the start where we can stop calling ourselves a bid, stop calling ourselves a franchise, and in coming weeks, hopefully with your help, for everyone across PNG, we will become a club with a name. No longer will I be sending out media alerts on blank pieces of paper. We will have a brand, we will have a logo, and people will be able to resonate with us in the same way that they do the other 18 clubs. So, to our media partners in particular, I want to thank. We cannot tell the story across this vast country without you. And I want to acknowledge the partnership that we need to continue to have with you to ensure that everybody in PNG can feel connected to this club, to this franchise. One person in particular has been steadfast in his support. To get to this point, there have been many people who have helped develop a dream into now a reality, and people will be added to this franchise and this club in coming weeks, months and years. But one person who has always been the strongest supporter, not just to me but to the board, is the Prime Minister, and I'd like to invite the Prime Minister to say a few words.
Thank you, Andrew, and likewise I want to reciprocate my acknowledgement on your own inputs. You and Chairman Stanley Hondina, and all the team you have around. If I go right through our local contributions, including Lorna and Stan and those who've now been migrating to the board of our inaugural team. I just want to say thank you for the work done thus far. We've now reached a state, and I'm here associating myself with this moment to launch out an important milestone on our way to assembling the team. I want to acknowledge the Australian government and represented here His Excellency High Commissioner Ewan. I want to say thank you once again. Yesterday we saw Australian government and myself, Deputy Prime Minister Miles and myself, unveil a $500 million investment in the restoration and rehabilitation of our Lombroom Naval Base, modern facility restored to take on our work beyond our 50th year. In that context, we're working to anchor our country and bring our country forward the next 50. In this context, in the heart and soul of our country has been sports. Many sports played in our country, none more unifying than the sport of rugby league. And in the context of unifying our country, we felt that having a team in the prestigious #1 rugby league professional competition in the world, and that is the National Rugby League, hosted or owned by the Australian Rugby League, played out of Australia, played in New Zealand, and now extended when our team was announced on the 12th of December last year. It's basically now having a 3-country competition, Australia, PNG, and New Zealand. So in that context, we need to name our team. We didn't want to pick a team that's named by the board, or named by the PNG government, or named by any one or two who've been part of the process right through. We felt that the team must be named by people of Papua New Guinea through a fair, transparent process, and the process starts now. We did indicate that the country will be involved in naming the team. Today I've been asked and given this privilege to indicate to the country that you have the opportunity now to name your team. I'm wearing a hat here that it says, "Your team, name here." And I can't reword this, but I want to indicate, it says, I want to ask you, name your team. Name your team. That should be the catchphrase now, Lorna. Yeah. So the competition goes out. You name your team. After the conversations here, then Lorna will then launch out. She's got a laptop out. Ask us, press a button. It now will be online. And any one of you out there in the country, or tuning in abroad, if you feel that you have an interest in being part of this team and you want to name the team, it's open for anyone you suggest a name. But I want to put some guidelines. It's not just filling a rugby league team. For us, it's not rugby league and sports business. For us, it's national unification strategy. In a land of 1,000 tribes, in a land of over 800 languages, this one team must resonate with one people, one nation, one country. So whoever out there have a interesting name, the name must associate with a motive. Motive must drive your name proposal. It must resonate with one people, one nation, one country. It must resonate with national unification strategy. It must resonate with our country moving forward positively and in a developed and advanced mindset. It must resonate with respect of girls and the weak amongst us. It must resonate with positive growth for our country. And it must also resonate with our relationship with Australia. Deep in the heart and soul of this is unity of our Pacific family. It's working together side by side going forward. So I just want to ask anyone out there, as you write in your name, it mustn't be picking a tree in your backyard or an animal that it's a pet animal that you love. Of course, it's important too, but this team is the heart and soul of our national unity. Find a name that resonates with national unity, but open to embrace the international community amongst us. As rugby league is played here, it'll be a sport that is also exported to other parts of the world. You've seen the NRL now stepping into the U.S. market. It will be a sport that will be international. It is already international, but the commercial element of it will go international. We want to use the team also to market PNG, our diversity we have, and the goodness we have in our society, eliminating the negative headlines that is often associated with our country thus far. And so I am privileged to be part of this small but important session that punctuates us now starting the process of picking a name. As soon as Lorna presses the button, Lorna is in the board, and I want to thank Ray Deep and the board. They've had the first meeting, and it's a very credible board. One or two other members will be inserted more, considering the board that needs to be filled to maximum strength, and they will then shepherd the process through. When all your names come in, as you propose come in, then I think I've been advised that 31st of August, by 31st of August, you must send in your name. It's now online. No longer writing letter from Tari Post Office to Borgo Post Office, as I used to do 10 years ago. It's now online. All of you on Facebook, all of you on WhatsApp, all of you on online. So pass the word around, spread the word around, your opportunity to make history for yourself. Write a name, but the name must resonate with the ideals that I've outlined earlier. Send it in 31st of August. The board will sit down, go through all names, or at least our team here designated will filter all the names that is proposed, and then the board will then announce on what happens on. I've contributed my 2 pieces to the board. I said I want the name to be owned by over 50% of Papua New Guineans, meaning that you will then have an opportunity to vote. So they will filter all the names that has come in, and the most popular names then will be placed on public advertisement, and the rationale of those names being proposed. And the country then will be asked to take a vote, online voting. I have been seeing all of you trying to propose who's your better prime minister, and you've been taking online votings. Trust me, this is more interesting than who is your better prime minister. And so we'll take online voting. There's a Telstra footprint in almost 100% of our country, and Lorna, I think you got over 4 million or 3 million subscribers.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
So it's 4 million, 3 million. It's about 40% of our population. And so it's asked, all of you are asked to participate in this one. The best 5 names then will be brought to the board, and then the board will then look at them, and then I propose that again it goes back to the people. You take a vote again, and over 50% agrees with the name. That name stands. So Judge Marabe may want a name, but I'm not authority. You people are the authority. You take a vote. My job, for instance, is to propose. This is the rationale of why I picked this name, and then all of you. And so those who are sponsoring the names, you will be asked to come before the board to tell your story, why this is the name you picked, and then eventually the last 5 standing, put 2 people again, and the last 2 standing, in my view, must go back to the people. And over 50% who vote for one team, that becomes our team name. So at the end of it, the story goes on. The name is owned by the people and not picked by one person in an office in some place. So, process. We get this process out. We want the country to name your team right under the shade of our 50th anniversary, because the construct of both 2 governments, Australian government and PNG government, is to see this as a national unification strategy, PNG owning a team, played in NRL, every week conversation geared towards what is positive and not what is negative in our country. So that is from me. I am so happy that I've been given this privilege. Mr. High Commissioner, you have to say 1 or 2 words.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Myself, I represent your Prime Minister and myself. We want to, he's going to come here on the 15th of September. If this process, we give breath to it and it runs at fast pace. Using technology, then on the 16th or 15th, we could indicate where we are in as far as our name is concerned. No pressure. If we don't get majority by 15th, we will have an occasion in running through. But at least by September 16th, we should know the process has started. The names have come in. Thank you too much. That's all from me. High Commissioner, you want to say something?
Just simply to say, PM, it's always hard to follow you after you've covered everything in such great detail. But I also want to say thanks, Andrew, for all the work. And I think early on where Andrew was talking about implementation, it's great to see it going along at such a fast speed now. People are totally behind it. I want to acknowledge the board members, Stan and Lorna, and the board meeting that was held here in PNG. It was fantastic, and Ray fed that back to us in terms of that first board meeting. So it's underway. The name, PM, I think you have got a name of interest, but anyway, we won't ask you now. But it's great that everyone's going to get the opportunity to express their views. I think it's fantastic, and in my case, as the PM said, this is part of unification. The whole NRL licence is fantastic, and you feel it when you're going around the country at the moment. People are talking about it. I really like the point you made, PM, about not only the men's side, which of course is in the NRL and will have the licence, but also developing our women here in terms of their contribution. I went to the Santos women's launch a few weeks ago with Lorna and others, and it was fantastic. Andrew, you remember that. So look, I just want to say from Australia's point of view, you, me, stop one time is our theme for the Golden Jubilee. It's about us standing together, and this is another good example here today of the NRL. The PM gave a fantastic speech in Australia at the Parliament where he talked about we're joined by the hip together. They walked the Kokoda together, you and the PM, step by step. So side by side, step by step into the Golden Jubilee. It's a great opportunity and time for all of us. And for me, I'm really interested in the name PM for some of the reasons you put around it, but mainly because I currently follow the Melbourne Storm, and I know that's going to kill everyone in here. But the reason I want the name is as soon as we get it, I'm changing. So I'll be following the PNG side. So if you could make it just after the grand final this year. But in any event, I want to say to you, I'm 100% behind the PNG side. I'm looking forward to the name, and I really thank Lorna for running the process. Andrew, great job as CEO, and thank you everybody who's contributed to this. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Pete.
Very good. Talk about the grand final. We can maybe, if that is completed before the grand final location, I don't know when is the grand final.
October.
So we could also launch out at the big screen at the 18th team.
Yeah,
I like it, and that might be a prize, Prime Minister. So there will be some prizes for those people who are successful in coming up with the ultimate name. Can I thank Prime Minister and the High Commissioner for their enthusiastic way in which they are looking at embracing the country, the ability to bring people together through sport, and having both governments working so collaboratively is a really great opportunity for us all to get behind what is the greatest game of all here, of course, rugby league. So there is a website. We'll share that website in coming days. You will see TV ads, you will see radio ads, or you'll hear radio ads. There will be SMS blasts going out to people's phones. We will endeavour to get the message to everyone at every corner of not just PNG, but I'd also like to acknowledge the National Rugby League, the NRL, through their own social channels, are also going to be distributing the message. So if you're a Papua New Guinean anywhere in the globe, we're asking you to be part of this, not just here in PNG, but we know we've got a lot of players in Super League in England. We know there's support based all over the world. We want everyone to get involved. It's www.yourteamnamehere.co. We'll distribute that. That'll be everywhere. You'll see it and hear it everywhere. So really, there's not much more to say. The stage is set now. The opportunity is in your hands, people at PNG. The opportunity now is in your hands to help us come up with the right name. It's your team, it's your country, and you can be part of history and you can create history with us. So with that, I would like Lorna to get the website ready to launch and invite the Prime Minister first, and then followed by the Australian High Commissioner to be the very first two people to submit their names. So, Lorna.
I wasn't ready for that.
I have my name, but I'll save it.
Well, you've got to submit it, Prime Minister.
I don't want to influence.
Submit your name.
I don't want to influence the mindset of the country. So.
Just type it. Nobody's watching, so he won't influence anybody.
Okay.
Just put your name.
So
The name of the team.
I'm the first to pick a name of the team.
There'll be a second.
I don't.
Just type in
And
the name.
I just want to ask.
Storm.
Yeah,
I was going to say
and,
PNG Storm, yeah.
I want to ask the country. It's an open process for everyone. Eventually, the most favored name will pick about, and I've just given the criteria, about 50%. But selected down to the most favored names, top 5 favored names. We'll go through a voting process. I've asked Telstra. Telstra has volunteered to come in. I didn't ask them, but she's coming in. They could easily be our sponsor. Remember, Telstra, a major sponsor for NRL. Now they're coming in, helping us here. But so I'm taking the honor of writing the first name in.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what it is, please. It's just I don't want it to be.
Private,
It's a private name being submitted, and all of you take a peek. The shortlist one, you come and tell us the story as to why you picked this name, and well, we hope for the best. All right.
Thank you, Prime
Can
Minister.
someone wish me luck or what?
I hope the website doesn't crash.
No,
To members of the media, I know Prime Minister has another engagement. So once the Prime Minister takes his leave, I'm available for any questions you might have. So once PM has submitted and the High Commissioner has submitted, we thank them. Can I thank everyone for turning up and any Q&As. Happy to stay behind. Thank you once again.
All right, I'll submit my name. I'll submit my name, please. And,
Congratulations.
and I want to ask the country, we're looking for 1 million membership. There are Papuans out there. Your chance to own this team. Your chance to be a member of the team. The team will not. Will look. The board will look at a structure, but Chairman Valadis and I agree with his recommendations. There's a view coming through. The team must be owned by membership. So we got corporate sponsor, but individual membership. And I'm proposing. I will be proposing to the board that you can auction all the key numbers, and auction the key numbers. Example, membership number 1. For those of us who need member number 1, well, you pay a price. The highest price bidder will pick up 1, then 2, 3. We want to have a million Papua New Guineans and friends of Papua, including yourself.
Yep.
You can be a member of the team. We look at packaging incentives together. If you're a member of the team, if you're a team member, you part of the, you own the team through membership, then traveling to Australia, visa arrangements, as well as hotel arrangements, and New Guinea arrangements, all will be synchronized. If you go and watch team or move around, we will put incentive for members who will be part of this. So I'm just also indicating today, 1 million Papua New Guineans out there, come out, be part of the team. Membership number 1, auction starts today also. Whoever wants to be, membership number 1, we will bid for it. So let's have a bid for it.
Another website. John.
We have to bid for it. So number 1 member, it comes at a cost. You have to, the highest bidder becomes number 1 member. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done, PM. Great job.
Votes in.
Well done, Andrew.
We got 1 vote.
1 vote. Yeah. There you
All
go.
right, thank you, Prime Minister.
Go for it.
All right.
Thank you.
All of you, in the media, you are better thinking people than some of us. So, also propose a name, but as I said, resonate with the spirit of national unity our link and partnership forever with Australia and the world around us. Find a team name that could be the spirit of our country and our two countries.
All right, PM, let's go.
All right, thank you too much. I have to rush back to cabinet. If you got more questions, I got Lorna here, I got Stan here. Of course, Andrew is still here, and thank you, Mr. Lewis, for coming in. We want to also mobilize the family of sponsors in our country, so cannot to mind. Thank you for coming in. I did it most.
That's a great name.
All right, got something organized.
Yep,
And sorry, Mibla, so the winner, eventually winner, we'll have some prize for the winner, whoever named the team, including possibly watching NRL games or something like this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Prime Minister. Yes, in the morning. I've got a list for you. Can you rush it?
Yeah, I'll walk to the end. Thank you. Good luck with the team.
Yeah, thank you for wishing me luck. Only one of witness my name. It's a secret until
You were just see how many keys you put No, it wasn't.
Trying to get him out.
The link will also meet with the hunters. How we next year hunters, how do we structure hunters?
Yeah.
So after the next year team hunters, and 2027 hunters team must be sort of the structure of our team. Let's look at how we I think we have indicated already. There created two spaces for us. In all the teams. Two PNG players will start playing all our teams. All right, okay.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Loib Lakama.
That's good.
Please, run in this last story on the company.
Yes,
Sorry.
That's all right. We're just, just I'll just make sure that. Perfect. You tell me later tonight what suits you. You come up with me.